I'm Mr. Giant and going to be upgrading Marvel's Krampus to fan to iPhones and media. I think you should keep Santa as one of the most powerful mutants in the Marvel Universe because not only does that explain how he does these things, but it is good such an iconic person being a mutant. And Santa would have gotten some of his elves from Odin. Santa was already around, him just becoming more well known because of people like Odin. And the whole point of the Marvel Universe is, in this universe, stories are power. The universe wants them to be real, so they are real. Then we'd see the Marvel superheroes helping Santa to defeat Krampus and them celebrating their Christmas during these times. Like Spider-Man stopping Kingpin from killing one of his workers because of him failing to kill Spider-Man. And also someone that Spider-Man saved getting a brain tumor. But he knows Spider-Man's secret identity because of Spider-Man saving his son one time. And he needs money to get the surgery to save his life, so him being there for his son. But he doesn't want to betray Spider-Man because he's his friend. So he uses the special number Spider-Man gave him to trick some criminals, then he helps Spider-Man to defeat the criminals, then he gets the brain surgery he needs to get rid of the tumor in his brain. And him even getting his son Spider-Man's autograph in the end. He would get out of the hospital close to Christmas time and from healing from the things Spider-Man saved him from. And his Barbara dreaming about the day him and his son met Spider-Man. And because of it being so emotional and heartwarming, it would be good at Christmas. It would be good you doing a superhero team with the Canadian government superhero team Alpha Flight.
Alpha Flight. You can send every mutant in Canada after me. I ain't coming back. Forever. Doesn't have...
You wouldn't want us to drop you from such a height, no?
Still don't know me real well, do you, North Star?
No, I won't let him do it to me again.
Fan out! Find him, and hurry! The lab is expecting us. Lab, huh? No thanks. I've had my fill of labs. It appears is near. Whoa, hey!
Mon Dieu, Wolverine, stop fighting us.
Please, mon ami. Do not force us to do this.
Better listen to the Frenchies, big fella.
Down.
Good. For a while, I was afraid I'd used too many tranquilizers. More trank darts. No! Stop! Please, no! We mean you no harm.
Why did they do this?
It's okay. Really. It's going to be all right.
Just two favors. Name them. Find out who did this to me. And forget that Weapon X stuff. Just call me Wolverine.
I scanned as deeply as I could, and we learned nothing. We're wasting our time and we're hurting him.
The only sure way to learn the secret of Wolverine's skeleton is to remove it from his body.
Are you crazy? He's no animal that you can cut apart.
Hey, you want my bones, Jason? Come and get them yourself.
He's right, General. You're gonna have to do your own dirty work. Effective immediately. I quit!
Stop! I gave you an order!
Heather!
No, James. You know this is wrong.
You mental fool!
I won't let you hurt him anymore. That's
Heather,
enough.
please!
Let me go!
You heard her, Vindicator. You'll pay. Shut up, you fool!
All right, Vindicator, I want that skeleton now!
What's the matter, old pal? Forget your pocket knife?
What are you doing here?
Checking up on a rumor, General. You told us we were getting Wolverine back so he could work with us again. Hey, these guys aren't even human. They're androids.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
My force field! Should have let me go, Jimbo.
No! You cared for me once. If you still do, let my husband go. I still love him.
But if any of you ever comes after me again, for any reason, all bets are off.
If you're doing an Alpha Flight, you can also do the All-Captain Squad. Because of Captain Canada being a part of the team with the other members from the other parts of the world. That would be a good way to use Red Guardian and Captain Britain. And he's now a part of the multiverse, so Captain Britain Corps. You can even find other British superheroes like Union Jack and just make him now Captain Britain. It would also be a good way to use US Agent. For him just being on the team whenever Captain America can't be on the team. And there being something else wrong at the same time, or when he's with the Avengers. And you could also have Captain Krakoa to represent the mutant country and mutants in general. With him being a mutant that's different than Cyclops this time. And this superhero team would be good for international missions around the world. And it would also be good for the MCU because of them doing stuff like US Agent in there. So this would be good to get the most out of it.
Here's your new uniform. Suit up, we'll talk at HQ.
Not gonna happen, bub.
Rightio. I'll get you back to that helicarrier ASAP.
No, wait. You know, being a hero isn't about following regulations. It's about being there for your team.
You'll be a valuable asset to the All-Captain Squad.
Yeah, about that. Good as your team is, they're still a little by the book for my taste. My old squad drove me nuts, but at least their shorts weren't twisted so tight. No offense. I'm going back where I belong.
And you could also have the Plant Master for the arch nemesis because of him already fighting them before. It would also be good for the MCU because of him having plant powers.
They're not getting enough sun.
Oh, my babies, my babies.
And you should put the Spider-Verse Corps into the comic books and them also interacting with the Captain Britain Corps. And the All-Captain Squad because Spider-Man does have a long history with Captain America. And with the third Into the Spider-Verse movie, you should make it that Miles and Gwen end up together, them entering the Spider-Verse Corps against in Spider-Man 1999. The other Miles becomes good and his parents find out.
Dr. Doom, I only agreed to be part of this because you are the one scientist more clever than me.
Generator developed by Ant-Man.
It's an egghead particle generator developed by Egghead.
Pym, better known as Ant-Man.
Don't touch it! It's powerful and unpredictable!
Oh, how sloppy of me. I'll just activate the Egghead Hover Orb.
Hover orb? You stole another one of my inventions?
Correction! I improved your invention.
Hey!
Folk don't understand. Give up your throne. Yes, sir. But there's a form for every lock.
Here is a pen.
And keep this up until your head explodes.
Casual Friday. No ties allowed.
Permanently. You do this, and the names and location of the X-Men stay secret. That's the deal.
No one day, Fury. Have fun, Fury.
Then you could do Wolverine in a Hulk movie first before you do him joining the X-Men and then being fully established. Then you do an Alpha Flight movie, you doing in a flashback to when Wolverine was a part of the team and them going up against Egghead. Set up Egghead later on in the MCU. So Wolverine's connection to Alpha Flight, and so you doing it in a future Alpha Flight movie, and you also doing the rest of the movie set in the modern day, and for the Wolverine and Hulk movie, it being England then fighting against the Wendigo. Because of it already being a monster from Canada, it being perfect for a Christmas monster, he's one of Hulk's most iconic villains, and he was already at Wolverine's first appearance in the comic book, so he's perfect for the MCU first appearance of Wolverine.
That's the Hulk I've been waiting for.
Wolvie, fastball special. Do it.
It's your best, monkeys.
Their fragile nature is a side effect of crafting so many. Their numbers tire the heroes even further, making their defeat all the easier.
Well, can't you make one big one?
You got me, but they're all popping on impact.
Simian simulacrums may be illusions, but the fruit bombs are very real.
There must be thousands of them. We could be at this all night.
Maybe not. And hurt 'em my way.
Now we're talking. At this rate, our monkey problem will be over in moments.
And Enchantress would be a good villain for the MCU after Asgard's gone. And she would be a better love interest for Loki while he's still there. And she would be good for Thor since they ruined Jane Foster.
What do you get out of this?
I get Thor.
Sorcery?
Love.
What has love got to do with me? Thor? Big, blonde.
You should have seen him in high school.
She's one of Thor's most iconic villains. And she would be a good replacement for Loki since she's a trickster too.
We have to take her out.
Yeah, you're right. Wait! I don't want to take her out. I just don't want MODOK taking her out.
Clean the transistors out of your ears, shellhead. Marvel knows all of our secrets. We can't lose her to Doom, or he gets the fractals, rebuilds the big sword, and the universe is toast. We've got to destroy Miss Marvel.
Destroy Ms. Marvel? Doesn't that seem a bit harsh?
Fury's orders.
Can't we just whack her on the nose with a newspaper?
Energy tip with an ultimate nullifier sheathing. Guaranteed to down anything short of the thing.
How can I change your mind?
Allow me. This arrow should remove the spell.
Wait a minute. Enchantress, of course. It's a love spell. Why didn't I see that before?
A magic howitzer.
I hate magic. Well, I suppose it beats the alternative. Whoa! Yeah!
Clumsy human. I'm fine. It's unmanned.
Well, don't burst that vessel, Amora. Your evil love cooties don't work on every guy. See that? High-tech cootie protection. I put it there while you were busy beguiling Hawkeye.
Oh, till we meet again, Iron Man.
She also has history with Valkyrie. You could also use her to fix Jane Foster by giving her a good super identity.
Dad! Jeez, I just got the Mordo cooties off my armor, and now I've got your thunder spit.
Energy detected. Hulk, you around the Hulk. Thor, it's similar to what your hammer gives off.
'Tis dark magic.
How unimpressive. You would
Losing power.
How dare you attack us, Enchantress?
Wait. You know these people, Thor?
I, the Enchantress and her executioner. They are as gods.
Someone is manipulating you. They wanted you to fight the Avengers. You have to go back and make sure they're okay.
Everything you said was true. I am a monster.
It's only true if you let it be. Walk away now, and it will be.
destroy them all, my creature.
No one controls the Hulk! Stupid commercials.
Hello again, monster. always been my heart's desire. We could leave Midgard and Asgard behind, and we could be together.
But my friend might.
Executioner, I need you!
You should also finish the plotline and from Avengers Ismail's Heroes with her.
Face the wrath of Stormbreaker!
And it would be good Avengers Ismail's Heroes continuing because it is good and not a superhero show going on forever like Injustice. And for them to do their original plans like Ragnarok there. Plus we already saw Surgeon and Execution in the MCU, so it's time for more. For the MCU fans.
Zax.
What are you eggheads doing? You're gonna cause a meltdown!
He's right. We've got to power off. Now!
Failsafe shutdown circuit isn't working.
Possible. The polarity has reversed. It's not generating electricity, it's draining it!
From where? I said time out.
I heard you. Like I was saying, my power and all the other power was drained into the plant.
Why didn't you just tell me that in the first place?
I was trying. I want to punch you right now.
Want to waste energy. We're trying to conserve, to get better. We've even created renewable power sources. Now, come out of there like a good little spark, and I'll give you a couple of 9-volt batteries to chew on.
Less talk, more smash!
Oh, wait, it'll just stow away somewhere else!
Now! Zax! Destroy!
Suck up all the power he can. Like a giant electric leech. But why not just come down? Drain it straight from the generator.
Zax has to stay in the air.
What?
What happens to a lightning bolt when it hits the ground?
It hits the ground.
Everything's still kind of blurry.
You're familiar with laser eye surgery? Now hold still. This won't hurt a bit. Easy as 1, 2.
Hey!
Eyes work good enough to see. I don't need a laser zapping them.
I'm sure.
And Zax would be a great villain in the MCU because of him being an energy villain, and you already did Electro twice in the MCU, so it would be good to have an actual version of an electric villain in there. And he would be a good Gamma Ray villain for the Hulk to fight against in the movie.
I don't think so.
Smash?
Smash. Can't hit anything. Stupid gizmo.
Easy there, cowboy. Gotta steady yourself.
Not as good as smashing. Not bad either.
What do we gotta do? you staring at me like that?
'Cause you never listen! I've been trying to say I'm hungry. I want food.
Oh, right. Well, I know this little diner 30 miles down the road. Best cherry.
And the MCU women are jerk faces. They say they're important, but they're not. They don't do anything good. And they're just a bigot to the other side to the original MCU characters. That's starting to be with women influence in media in general, and yet you wonder why we say woke is bad. And they're way overconfident even though they're jerk faces. Echo used to be a villain, and she's still doing terrible things. And it's not just that Sam doesn't have the super soldier serum. It's that they didn't focus on him more than just being a black Captain America like how they did in the comics. And it is terrible people are saying how bad Joker 2 is, but no one is saying how good it is, and that 5 animated movies were the top movies of the year. It's good people finding that out, but it's much better than focusing on stuff that's actually good in animation than terrible in live action. This actors strike was to get actors their rights and for them not to be replaced with AI. Now we need to do the same thing with animation, with the animation strike. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was good because of it having emotions and because of it not just being jokes. And Deadpool 3 was more like a good version of the multiverse thing they were doing in the MCU. But it's because of them just using it for cameos instead of asking what if things were different is why it's bad. And the X-Men deserve better. Even Mark Ruffalo admitted how bad the MCU is now. And they just used the Thunderbolts to have a cheap knockout version of the Avengers. They didn't even follow the original team of the Thunderbolts, and they didn't even do the original storyline of the Thunderbolts. And if you want to treat women like equal influence in media, it means treating them like equal, not treating them as superior to men, because that's just sexist to men. If someone does something bad, you should call them out for it, and they definitely shouldn't become a villain, but you still saying they're good when they're obviously not sympathetic. It's not like them doing anything to justify them becoming good later on in the storyline. And because if you treat them like an equal, you get revenge on them like how you get revenge on a man for doing it. And actually, Marvel has a long history with Canada. A bunch of their superheroes are Canadian, and Wolverine and Deadpool are Canadian. They even have their own cheap knockout version of Captain America called Captain Canada for their own country. So it would be good to see a good superhero team sponsored by the government. And it would let us see more parts of the world with us seeing superheroes from Canada and us also seeing how they treat mutants differently in Canada. And it would be good there being a nice superhero team of mutants that isn't the X-Men that has something to do with the X-Men. They could team up with the X-Men in the third Alpha Flight movie. But with them saying Canada's superhero team and them staying and Wolverine staying with the X-Men. So it would be good us finding this out later on in the MCU, after him already being with the X-Men for a while now, and away from the X-Men, so he wouldn't just become Wolverine and friends. We already had a bunch of that with the Fox movies. It would be better for the X-Men, and if them focusing on them as a team in the MCU, and with Cyclops as the leader. He is the leader in the comic books for a reason, and there's the reason why Storm is a spiritual leader and second in command. And for you doing Wolverine true to the comic books, and not just someone who doesn't even look like Wolverine like in the Fox universe. And Wolverine doing it on his own in the second movie, but then in the X-Men joining him in the third movie. Because of them both being mutant superhero teams of their countries, it would be good them crossing over with each other, and because of them both having so much to do with Wolverine. Also, Wolverine's starting to remember Alpha Flight, and he does care about them because it is because of them and why he acts like a human again, because of them caring about him and them doing compassion to him. You could also do Deadpool as a member of Alpha Flight because of Deadpool being a Canadian mutant too. With him on occasion being a member, but him still mainly being with the X-Men. And because of Deadpool being more well known for the X-Men, and it making a point of why Deadpool should stay with the X-Men. For the MCU version of Alpha Flight, you would need to make it that the original Vindicator became Captain Canada when his wife became the new Vindicator. So you can make him a part of the all-Captain squad with Alpha Flight, and you just making it that he took up the mantle from the original Captain Canada. The original Vindicator is more iconic of a Canadian superhero, and he would be perfect for Captain Canada since he already dresses up like the Canadian flag, like how Captain America dresses up like the American flag. And you would need to do him being a mutant and him not just using technology to use his force field. And Alpha Flight also has Puck, which is a friend of Wolverine, and also Puck could just be a mutant and also a little person. with his mutant powers just being to bounce around places, and to roll himself up like a ball, and to be immortal. It's good using Simon and his son taking up the mantle from him while him still being a part of Alpha Flight, just you doing him true to comic books without doing him offensive to anyone from that part of the world. And Northstar and his sister are good because Northstar was a part of the first LGBT community wedding with Iceman in comic books. And Snowbird is also like a daughter to Simon. And Sasquatch Hatch is a friend of the Hulk from college who copied the experiment to turn him into Sasquatch. So it would be good you exploring that part of the Hulk. And Marina is also Namor's wife, so it would be good Namor getting an actual girlfriend after you do Fantastic Four in the MCU. Namor being fully established in the MCU, and you also recasting him after Secret Wars to get a more comic book accurate Namor with the Fantastic Four, you doing his relationship with the Fantastic Four, and you also doing him becoming an anti-villain later on in the story. For the big threat and the main plotline of each movie, you would just do them going up against the villains of Canada and also the Great Beast is from Canadian Legends. And you also making it them fighting against an army of super Wendigos as controlled by one person in control of the Wendigo curse. And you also doing Captain Canada and the second Vindicator getting married and becoming a part of the superhero team throughout the whole trilogy of movies. Then also, it would also be good them doing things with DC's Canadian superhero team, the Justice League of Canada, to go up against Marvel's Canadian superhero team. And you just doing it as another part of the Justice League with the Justice League of America and Justice League Europe and Justice League International. Just it being made out of actual Canadian superheroes this time. And not just any member of the Justice League. It would be good you doing a Christmas movie or a story with any of them, and because it would be good to see how Canadians spend their Christmas, and it would also be good seeing Christmas in Canada because of there already being so much snow there. Plus, I can also see how bad 2024 is because of it repeating the same terrible things from 2020. And if anything, it's going to be even worse because of it happening again. Canada is a good country because of people being nice and perfect there. They have free health care because of them country not fighting any wars, and they never gone to war with any other country. In some parts of the world, it being like World War II all over again. For the last 4 years, the world was healing after 2020, with the strikes and stuff. It was healing, it was starting to get better until the last 2 years. In some parts of the world, it's World War III and World War IV. Some people in parts of the world did the same stupid mistakes in 2020. Actors and celebrities really shouldn't convince people of anything or influence the audience with anything, whether it's a movie or convincing them to do something. It's just audience manipulation, and yet they just get mad at us for knowing that. And the celebrities definitely wasn't winning anyone over lately, because of so many of them making fun of the audience too. If anything, it was stupid of them to think we would still support them after them saying those terrible things to us when we were just telling them the truth. If your movie was terrible, that was because of you. Just own up to your mistakes. While to be true, the audience is just telling them the truth. That's usually what you just say because you're not seeing this garbage. If you ever took our ideas instead of just making fun of them, your movies would be better. It would be a lot better than making fun of the audience in your own show. And you weren't even doing bigotry right because of you just being a bigot to the other side. The whole point of a show or movie is for it to be entertaining. If it's not entertaining, then we don't learn the lesson. And you already see random YouTubers online do a better job of not blowing up, having something that's more international than TV. And without being insulting to anyone. And even they have better ideas for movies and how to do their companies. Or the CEO of Disney and Warner Bros. Has ruined their companies. So not only is it bad them doing that and them doing that to the fans, it's also bad them not owning up for their mistakes and them blaming everyone else for it. Plus, a bunch of actors don't even realize that the fans are doing flattering things for them, and they get angry at things that the fans do that's not even terrible. Now, not everything the fan does is against you, and when it kills you to assume that the fans did something good for you. What these celebrities don't get is that the fans are the reason why you're so successful. It's the fans who see this stuff, and it's because of the fans, and it's how you managed to get this far. It is about the fans, and so you really should care about them and start finding that out. Or you should get a job outside of celebrityism. And also the fans do deserve better because of them why you did so good in the first place for yourself. Celebrities are not like us. They're rich and famous. Everyone loves them, and they have much more money than us. And so while they do go through these things too, they don't have it as bad as us. In fact, this stuff doesn't even affect them because of them being so rich. And because of them being able to get support easy for this stuff, and them having way too much power and influence over people. Thus, it is also greedy of them to say that and be overconfident about it when it's clearly not true, or not to use their power and influence to help people. It is bad people are saying terrible things to you, and it is also bad people not following your ideas. But to be true, sometimes you just have to admit that your ideas are bad and some other people's ideas are good. And there's no reason you couldn't have tried to use both of their ideas and use both of them to make them work. You could let them down gently and not do a big thing on something that's international TV. We know you have people who tell you what to say during it, but those people really should just be, hey, so you don't say anything that gets a misunderstanding, while the rest of it really should just you being honest. And you should mean what you say from it, and even if you're not similar to us, you could say from your own personal experience. That would get us to trust you and do a better job of convincing us. Not all celebrities are like that. Some celebrities are good, some celebrities do treat their fans good, and some celebrities do use their power and influence to help people. And some celebrities really do care about art. Chris Pratt is right. You really shouldn't be complaining so much about being a celebrity, because being a celebrity is awesome. And you shouldn't complain about being filthy, stinking rich and being famous and everyone loving you. And so many good things happening to you. Chris Pratt has the right idea that you should be grateful, you still should be a good person even if you're a celebrity, and there are worse things, and it doesn't get much better than this. We need more people like Chris Pratt, we need more people like that. If you become rich, it should be exactly the same as if you're not rich, just you being able to do more stuff. And if it wasn't for the fans, you wouldn't be here in the first place, so be nice. Power does not corrupt, it just shows someone who they really are. If you really are good to your core, then you will stay good. And that's why it's so good us having role models in these forms of media, so we don't end up terrible, like some terrible people in the world. Who are dictators of some countries and are trying to win some perfectly good countries. And the reason why freedom is so good is because it's showing and you are free to choose your destiny specifically. We need good people whether they're on the street or in power, not just nobodies in a high place of power. And it is because of these forms of media that inspired real-life heroes all the time. Because things in forms of media still inspire people, so that still makes them real-life heroes because of them being real to them. And we do need real-life heroes. But we can't do that if people in power, whether you're famous or in a high seat of power, keep trying to make us scared of it and trying to ruin it for us. It is bad if no one listened to Superman and for electing Lex Luthor as president, for example. But Superman knows he shouldn't influence the voters, but that is on the people of Metropolis, for example, for electing someone like Lex Luthor for president. Superman does know they messed up, but he definitely isn't going to shame them for it. And then they found out that they messed up because of Lex Luthor letting them get wiped out by a kryptonite meteor. If, for example, Captain Atom got elected president, he would at least feel bad about destroying in conduct and helping people go to war with them. But if it was as Lex Luthor, he wouldn't even feel bad about destroying a country and helping people to go to war with conduct. In fact, Lex Luthor would do it even worse and do worse things everywhere else too. He wouldn't even feel bad about it, and he would use his own company to do it when he already said he gave it to his sister, Lena Luthor. And it was because Lena Luthor would have just said no to him because of her not helping him, and with this because even his own sister knew how evil he was because of his own sister being better than him. And the people found out that Lex Luthor was a terrible president, and that they really shouldn't have elected him. And even in the Legion of Superheroes point in time when they have United Planets, them having a lie or something that starts someone who even used to be a supervillain from running for president, or even anyone who runs for president and who says something terrible them going to do when they're president. At least in the movie, everyone knew how bad of a president Lex Luthor was, and Superman was right never to be convinced by him. It takes advantage of them being veterans at it. And the whole point is that rules and regulations don't matter, but situations do, and you have to act accordingly in those situations. The Justice League of the New Frontier, it does show how brutal and hateful humans got, but that was during World War II and into the Vietnam War. So those times were way worse than the modern day, so it is reasonable why that happening. But there even being an alien entity that has seen them all throughout these years who tried to destroy the human race because of them being so bitter and hateful over the years. And it was only stopped because of the superheroes and because of people admitting that they were wrong about the superheroes and that they shouldn't be scared of them, and the government really should stop getting in their way. It may be R-rated and dark and serious, but it's also bright and hopeful. And they don't way overdo it with the R-ratedness, they just do it to show how important it is, and to show that these are stakes that actually have meanings, and show how serious it is. The whole point of that movie was them going on to the future, and that being a superhero is timeless, goodness is timeless, heroes in general are timeless. It isn't old-fashioned, if anything it's futuristic. It's not for one specific time, it's for every time. It's not from before, it perpetually being in the modern day, and it's not an old thing, and it being from all generations, because that's what timeless is. And the whole point of that movie was that you need to do better, and you going into the future, and that you need new heroes for there to be hope. It's a much better Watchmen than Watchmen because of it being blind hopeful, and it's showing why you need superheroes. It's showing why would you want to be loyal to something that isn't loyal to you. And after a certain point, anyone from any part of the multiverse needs to ask, who are we? And that is stupid to think no part of the world has ever done anything bad, because after a certain point, everyone and from every part of the world needs to ask, who are we? And if aliens and magical people can live together, then so can humans, animals, and bugs who are different kinds of the same species. And you really should get actors who are good people to play superheroes. The MCU need to start trying to do a worse cast than Ezra Miller as the Flash. And of course the Penguin shows in the Batman universe is good, because they treated the Penguin like a villain, and it was just a villain and he was an A-lister and the main character. There was no woke garbage, they just set him up for the Batman 2, and they didn't overuse the Batman characters, and they made obvious Batman is still the main character of this universe.
Thank you, Brando. Thank you so much. I just want to...
Why would you do that? Hey, off.
You were the only one that was ever nice to me. Yeah.
Just, you know, it's been a rough few weeks, Murray. Ever since I killed those 3 Wall Street guys.
Okay, I'm waiting for the punchline.
There's no punchline. It's not a joke.
Straight, you think that killing those guys is funny?
I do. And I'm tired of pretending it's not. It's enough to make anyone crazy.
Okay, so that's it. You're crazy. That's your defense for killing 3 young men?
Oh, why is everybody so upset about these guys? If it was me dying on the sidewalk, you'd walk right over me. I pass you every day and you don't notice me. But these guys, what, because Thomas Wayne cried about them on TV? Have you seen what it's like out there, Murray? Do you ever actually leave the studio? Everybody just yells and screams at each other. Nobody's civil anymore.
I mean, there's so much self-pity, Arthur. You sound like you're making excuses for killing those young men. Not everybody, and I'll tell you this, not everyone is awful.
You're awful, Murray. Playing my video. Inviting me on the show. You just wanted to make fun of me.
I don't think so.
When you cross a mentally ill loner with a society that abandons him and treats him like trash,
Call the police,
I'll
Gene.
tell you what you get.
Call the police.
You get what you fucking deserve. Good night. And always remember, that's...
And also, the whole point of Santa is to be heartwarming and kid-friendly. He's supposed to be an ultimate symbol of childhood innocence. And he's supposed to represent the holiday that's all about goodness. So you really shouldn't do him as R-rated all the time. You really should just keep him heartwarming and kid-friendly. And especially if he's working together with the superheroes. And if you want him to do horror Christmas, or do R-rated things with Christmas, use Krampus for a Christmas villain, and use Santa Claus fighting against Krampus. It's good if you want to use Santa for the main character, but if you're going to use Santa for the main character, make sure it's the original Santa. Jingle Bell is the best out of Santa's kids, so you really should put her in more forms of media. She was created by Paul Dini, and Paul Dini does do her comic books himself, so you could just give if Paul Dini had used your Jingle Bell comic book series at DC. And also let Paul Dini put Jingle Bell out into some DC Christmas specials and other forms of media with other superheroes. Like if they ever bring back the DCAU to do the last season of Justice League Unlimited or Teen Titans, and that would be good for a Christmas special there. Plus, other superheroes acknowledge how good Santa is. Other superheroes have good memories of Santa, and if you think about it, Santa is really the original superhero, because of him being something from our childhood that inspires goodness in us. It would be good the superhero being with Santa, so him being the main character on occasion. And for the record, big YouTube companies get paid to do this. They get help to do this, and they get bunch of views and subscribers, and no matter what terrible videos they do over and over again. Well, I have to do all this myself. I just do it out of the love of it. I don't get any help with it, and at most I only get like 25 viewers and subscribers on a video. So I do have a right not to do comments on my videos that might not have anything to do with the video I'm doing. And some people can be so cruel on the internet, and so, me not getting mad at anyone for it. Plus, it is because of people not knowing who I am, and me finding out from what the people say from my videos, and from interacting with them without them knowing it, and also from people like my family and their friends, is how me getting my ideas for these videos, and me making sure it being what the fans want. So I don't even need to do comments here, so that's why I'm not going to do comments here. Yeah, I'm definitely the right guy to talk about this, and I definitely have a good reason to talk about it, and I definitely do better than the other guys, and I definitely am good in my own way, like other YouTubers online, whether it's Mr. Rogues or Super Fame, or Brian Seeker, or Sadie Durags.
Me what I want! Forever till the end of the day!
You and me, outside, now.
I'm coming for you, bro.
You're so ugly that when you entered an ugly contest, the judges said no professional! You're so short that your head smells like... The cheeks are so big that people don't know which end of you they're looking at! You're so bald that when you take a shower, you get brainwashing! Ah! You're so chubby, the back of your head looks like a pack of wieners. Okay, I didn't want to do this, but you leave me no choice. You are not my brother. You are just a pet who grew legs! You forced me to do this. Did you really mean that? No, I just wanted you back to normal. It just came out. It really hurt. It really hurt me too. I never thought it before. You're totally my brother.
Chris, you treat me like you hate me, and I don't know why. You say hurtful things to me constantly. Total and complete embarrassment in every possible way. Take a good look at yourself, Peter Griffin. You're a waste of a man.
No, not the Slider Cobra! Oh no, he's coming from so far away. He's picking up so much speed. They're up the stairs. For the love of God, you got the oranges up the stairs.
Merry Christmas!
Wow. Looks like the Easter Bunny's funeral in here. I understand why Superman is here, but why is there a porcupine at the Easter Bunny's funeral?
The worst part is I'll never see my homie again.
That's the worst part? Then I'm not doing my job.
Heaven isn't heaven without my family in it. But it's already started. To do what you're asking, I'd have to turn back time. Superman did it! Fine, Mr. Smarty Pants. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Thank you, Lord! It's back the way it was. This is heaven.
What are you eating now?
Cheeseburger.
You're a catastrophe. Let me have half of it.
I don't wanna.
I just want the cheese. I don't want the meat. I do want the meat.
Here's a corner.
Let me just bite it. Don't rip it. Let me have the whole thing. You'll get some later.
You're a selfish jerk.
I've smelled it. It has to be eaten.
But it's my burger.
I'm driving. I'll kill us.
Fine, I'd rather die.
We're about to kill an endangered species, the screamapillar.
You sure God doesn't want it to be dead?
Hey, what's God gonna do? Make my wife leave me again?
Once upon a time, there were 3 bears. The end. Oh, fine. I'll go back to the beginning.
Why don't I hear any screaming?
He's sleeping.
Then why don't I hear any sleep screams?
No, you can't punish me.
Homer Simpson, for attempted insecticide and aggravated buggery.
$1,000? How did you spend $1,000? $40 steak?
Yeah, but if I'd eaten the whole thing, it would have been free.
You've been living like a king on my dollar. Silver bullets!
Early on, I was working under the theory that your daughter was a werewolf. It didn't pan out.
I can't believe a man who agreed to follow my daughter around for money would turn out to be a dirtbag.
You better pay up, Simpson. You'll regret the day you crossed Dexter Colt.
You'll regret the day you went to the expensive coffee place.
Nothing. Make one move and you'll get a belly full of the Flying Giuseppe. Should have paid the expenses.
In retrospect, yet.
Ooh, I think that fixed my back. Oh, no. It's much worse.
Now what are you gonna do? You can't shoot all of us. Damn it!
Are you in here?
How did she find us?
Oh, Lisa has excellent hearing. Once when she was 3, I was quietly sobbing in the closet, and she found me.
Dad, you do remember something about me. Perhaps you also remember this laser Bart gave me earlier.
I can't see.
How ironic. Now he's blind after a life of enjoying being able to see.
Around. That's bad for business.
Mo, I never dreamed you were capable of such a sweet thing.
Now, I beg you, don't make a moment out of this.
Oh.
You missed my tongue there, but that's all right.
We didn't get the gift we wanted. A GL59K smart TV. The place we went was a dump.
But isn't Christmas really about being with your family and your bartender?
We have traveled many miles to learn there's no place like Moe's.
$2,400 if you pledge to never come here again. And please tell your sister she's pretty. Not Lisa, the baby.
Be good use.
Now they celebrate Christmas the way our ancestors did.
You know there's a real log burning below it, right?
Yeah, but is it HD?
And we saw that was the real use.
Thank you for showing me that small towns are the best-sized towns of all. And Christmas movies are the best movies. Because everything always works out, no matter how contrived. Now let's finish this movie.
This is twice now.
I know.
He dislike her.
Well, I don't hate you guys either.
Nor do I.
But I know it couldn't have been just me. It came from all three of us.
I said stop fighting! That's not what the holidays are about. No matter what you call them, or how you celebrate. Because I feel bad. I'm sorry.
Pudding disaster, my gift with the exact ingredients wouldn't have made any sense. This way, it was perfect. Oh, it was actually kind of nice to be the pony who saved the day for once. Let's just say it was from both of us.
But I guess it's better than nothing.
Oh, Spike, a song is a lovely present. And the answer is friendship. Brings us close, and now it's time for fun. It's now begun. The greatest gift you give to me is more precious than gold. Never ended, always landed, and it can't be bought or sold.
I am in control!
Yesterday.
Fascinating. By my estimation, and Razorfin. So tonight, they'll assist me in saving Earth from her. This weapon will destroy every Energon-based being on this planet.
Well, somebody raised a very good boy there.
Come on, Mom, it's Christmas!
Wake up, Dad! It's present time! Yes! Our stockings worked! And we got our plutonium!
I have my family together.
And Dookie gets his bacon.
Yes! Woof.
A ball, but how about Johnny's first annual Hot Chocolate Fest? Mayday! Mayday! And what does Mayday mean anyway? Who's on the naughty list now? Hit the detonator!
Frozen! Immobile peoplesicles! Wait, this just in?
Mademoiselle Ballerina, ladies, I am coming to rescue you. Tuffy? Yes, it is I, and I will set you free. Then take these keys and free yourself. Hurry, Tuffy, hurry! I shall not fail you. I never doubted.
We're a human popsicle.
We need to get you two back to the inn for a nice, cozy hot cocoa.
What about the headless snowman? Let him get his own cocoa.
Right? To a bungalow on Miami Beach.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to give humanity another chance.
I hope you pass this time, because I am not coming back to save you.
For Doc?
Gotta make a list. We're gonna need the most powerful Warner Brothers characters for this team. Now let's see. Who to get?
Well, with the hat on, he's at least 4'2".
I will help you deliver justice to the one they call Algae and save the son of the Brawn. Hey, guys!
I look expensive.
Oh.
Let's get some butts in DC.
How big are these butts?
Where's the ball?
Are you kidding me? Roadrunner smoke screen! It's the oldest trick in the book!
Gossip, I say he's the quicker picker of us.
In case.
Thanks, Granny.
What's up, Dom?
Oh, it's so nice to meet you.
Here you go, Dom.
Really glad to have you on the team.
King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Sometimes you just have to take risks and have faith and believe in the goodness that we all have deep down inside us. That's what Christmas is all about. Between you and me, this is like the 6th or 7th time she's turned me into a vampire. But I always manage to return to my jolly old self. Ho, ho, ho!
And so it was decided that once every year when the weather got chilly, it was a miracle. Good night.
I gotta be honest. I wasn't sure if you guys could pull it off, but you really did it. You saved Christmas.
It was no big deal.
Does this mean we'll finally make it onto your nice list?
Hey! Crazier things have happened.
Yeah!
Bye, Santa!
Sometimes you gotta break the rules.
Okay, guys, let's...
Best gift ever!
And a very Merry Christmas to you. Thank you, Mr. Kringle. And the same to you. Thank you.
Rosie, you must believe in Mr. Kringle and keep right on doing it. You must have faith in him.
But he didn't get me the... That doesn't make sense, Mommy.
Faith is believing in things when...
I believe. It's silly, but I believe.
Please help me, Mr. Potter. Help me, won't you, please? Can't you see what it means to my family? I'll pay any sort of a bonus on the loan, any... Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled.
To my big brother, George, the richest man in town.
Forgive me, Mr. Claus. I'm afraid I've made a terrible mess of your holiday.
Happy Halloween! Merry Christmas!
Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. Girls and boys, he brought back their snoof and their tringlers and fuzzles, brought back their Grinch, carved the roast beef.
That's all, folks.
Happy holidays, everybody. Oh, and have a happy new year.